Oh, didn't see you guys there. Shall and Spanky here, just sitting by my fake fireside chair with my real glass of wine with the real Jujutsu Kaisen, Chapter 188, Tokyo Colony Number 2, Part 7. In honor of Father's Day today, we have the Nike Air Monarchs on. Also, in honor of Father's Day, we have Kashimo making Hikari his son. That's why I have the wine here, everyone. We're going to need some of it after this chapter. Or at least I am. So let's jump into it. Also, this might be a thing where I drink a thing of wine throughout the chapter reviews. I don't know. I've been getting into wine lately, everyone. This is a nice black box wine. Premium Chardonnay. It's I don't really know what the words are for a wine, but it tastes good. It has tastes a little vanilla and coconutty. I'm a white wine guy, not too big a fan of red wine, but let's get into the chapter. So, starting off, we have Hikari and Kashimo running side by side. If you guys don't remember where we left off last chapter, Hikari had just got his 4 minutes and 11 seconds of invincibility, and Kashimo was ready to kill an immortal. So, we're going to see where this goes. Running side by side. Listen, guys, not to dick ride the absolute fuck out of Hikari, but even this guy's running animation is cool. Like, oh my gosh, he's a baller. Okay, we're gonna cut with the Hikari dick riding. Straight to the chapter. So they're running side by side. All of a sudden, you have Hikari jumping up, and he punches a freaking cargo container into Kashimo, where Kashimo then punches the cargo container right back into freaking Hikari, where then Hikari punches it right back into Kashimo, and this continues going until the shipping container is completely shattered and destroyed, in which case Kashimo grabs the door and absolutely smacks the ever-loving crap out of Hikari. Pretty much the same thing as usual with last chapter. We're seeing that Kashimo is definitely a superior fighter to Hikari. In a one-on-one situation, Kashimo is always going to beat Hikari. Hikari's got to rely on his invincibility to slowly whittle him down. Here's the thing. I'm realizing it this chapter, but Hikari's really not doing a lot to Kashimo. He's landing some blows, but for the most part, it's really just Hikari holding out while Kashimo kind of dicks on him, which really makes me worry for the future of our brother, our fellow gambler Hikari. So after getting the shit smacked out of him, we then learn a little piece of information about cursed energy. So, not to mention Hikari's face after these shots, just blown apart. He gets hit twice with the cargo container door, face blown apart. You can see his muscle, his eyes. Very, very ugly man, opposed to, usually a very good-looking man. Also, I just want to mention, Hikari and I've seen a couple of, color renditions of him and, some better pictures of him. I don't know if they're trying to depict him as having slicked back hair, which is what I thought, or having curly slicked back hair, with a little bit of poof and wave to it. But if that's the case, Hikari and I are kind of twins. I ain't gonna lie. I saw a picture of him. Got the little mustache, got the curly hair. Maybe I'll try to find the picture and put it up on the screen. But also when I have long hair, which I haven't had in the past, I look a little bit like our boy Toto, ripped like him too. But anyways, so then we find out cursed energy comes from the stomach. We knew that. It's all the bad feelings and stuff held up right here. But reverse curse technique operates from the head. I don't believe we've known that before. Interesting little piece of information. I would have just assumed it came from the stomach, but apparently not. But what this means, and this pretty smart on Akutami's part to give a little out for Hikari and anyone else who's a good reverse curse technique user. But no matter how powerful the reverse curse technique is, a single blow to the head can kill. So if you instantly destroy their head, boom, done, over with, nothing to generate. So Kashimo's plan here is to repeatedly hit Hikari in the head, keep building up charges, and then just instantly blow apart this man's head, which he then activates. So after hitting him with that cargo container a few times, I'm sure he landed a few more punches on Hikari's head that we did not see. And then all of a sudden, we see the lightning connect. Hikari's veiny-ass face is literally ready to freaking implode. Eyes are bursting out of his head. All of a sudden, blood's running out. This doesn't look good. Chibi girl that's half naked pops up and says, "Die." And then our man, an absolute Sigma Chad alpha male move. Then I'll just start healing from the point it was broken. So like literally the tiniest little like, lightning hits, it's, suddenly little molecules start to like build up and you get destroyed or whatever. He's breaking it down and healing from the like literally healing as fast as he can be destroyed. And then he just goes, well, y'all know the emoji if you guys use an iPhone, which you better. If any of my followers are on Android, might as well just click off this video. Cheers to Bill Gates. Cheers to Steve Jobs. Maybe we don't need any more wine. But so then he just completely blows all the cursed energy out of his nose, like it's snot, and out of his eyes. Have you guys ever had that happen to you, where you're trying to blow out of your nose and it doesn't come out your nose, and it doesn't come out your, sometimes, it comes out your ears a little bit, and that's helpful, but if it doesn't come out of your ears, it comes out of your eyes, and it's the most uncomfortable fucking feeling. Honestly, I'd rather get the shit beat out of me by Kashimo than have air come out of my eyes. Anyways, regardless, you almost got me, Kashimo. This man he's hyped. You can tell they're both having a very fun time. They're smiling. Even Kashimo's like, all right, this is a good challenge. Two absolute mad lad chads in the middle of a huge fight. Then we see the round will end in 8 seconds. We've skipped over a lot of that, 4 minutes and 11 seconds. But y'all just believe they're beating the shit out of each other. Hikari starts to go on a wild offensive, just hitting him from every which direction. Bam, bam, right, left, up, down, behind. All of a sudden, Kashimo realizes his movements are even faster now. Hikari's like, because Hikari's kind of finally figured out, because he knew he had a lightning ability, but he didn't quite know what the deal of it is. So Hikari goes, okay, the attack probably has some sort of requirement, super strong, which we do know the requirement is Kashimo landing attacks and hitting or making charges on the opponent. Now that Hikari knows that Kashimo probably can't insta-use lightning like that again, he is moving in for the absolute god-stopping smackaroo final kill. Then we get an absolute, oh man, let's just add this to the freaking list of Hikari quotes that are absolute god tier. He says, now that he can't use his ability anymore, I can't wait to hear his voice actor say these things. I need to know how he sounds so I can do the voice. So I'll just, then now's the time to fearlessly sacrifice my immortal body to take him out. That's probably not what he's going to sound like, but we're going to go by that. And he just keeps diving head first, taking hit after hit from Kashimo. And he's just going, sacrifice my immortal body, bam, bam, bam. He's a gambler, he's a degenerate, but you know what? He's an honorable degenerate gambler. And I don't know if that's possible, but Hikari is achieving it. So he is just moving in, taking blow after blow from Kashimo, but landing just as many devastating blows. We're starting to see Kashimo's taking some real hits here. Kashimo's definitely having a little bit of pain in him. Well, then we get Kashimo stating, oh brother, I'm going to take a drink for this one. Great wine, everyone. Great wine, everyone. I've accumulated charges in another place. We then flash back to his staff pole thing that he was using at the beginning of the fight. He has charges accumulating in that. So we know the way his cursed energy technique works. He accumulates charges in an object, and then when he discharges those positive charges he put in something will immediately connect, or it doesn't connect, the negative charges in him reach out and touch the positive charge in the person. I forget if I have it reversed, if the negative goes in the person or if the positive goes in the person, but regardless, so they connect like charges where Kashimo then sends out all this freaking killer lightning straight to the object. Well, we find out Kashimo has been imbuing lightning in his staff this entire time. It just so happens at this moment that Hikari is directly between Kashimo and the staff. At which point Kashimo discharges the charges in the staff, and oh brother, Hikari is in trouble. Lightning shoots right through him. It's definitely not as devastating as if Kashimo had done it directly to Hikari, because I think if he had done it to Hikari, Hikari would be blown to freaking smithereens right now. So we then see the lightning connect with Kashimo. The lightning just right through Hikari. Charge hasn't expanded yet, but we see Hikari is making contact. Looks like right over where his liver is. I mean, oh my gosh, this poor guy. And then we see what happens. All of a sudden, the entire lower left side of this man. Let's see. Looks like at least 2.5 of his 6 packs on his stomach are gone. He's in trouble. This happens just as we get the narrator simultaneously. Hikari's immortality ended. All of a sudden, Kashimo, it's over. Oh, but it's not, Kashimo. It's never over for the gambler. We see Hikari with his last freaking ounce of power that he has. Like, literally, he's dead. I mean, the entire lower left side of his body's gone. I mean, he's done for. And then all of a sudden, domain expansion. And then Kashimo, this guy can still use domain expansion? And then we just see domain expansion. Restless gambler. Bet even if you die. That's the gambler's way. Cheers to that, Hikari. Oh my gosh. Why does this guy get better even in death? I mean, come on. Come on, dude. Even when this guy's getting sunned, he's so epic. God, giving me goosebumps and shit on the freaking channel. Yeah, freaking. Cheers, Hikari. Anyways, you best bet if Hikari dies next chapter, we're okay. So first, just some background information, guys. I got a new job a few days ago making beer with Widmer. If you guys know Widmer, you guys know they make the Hefe, American Hefeweizen, one of my favorite beers. Love myself a good Hefe. But you best bet if Hikari dies next chapter, we're pouring out a Hefe for Hikari. I mean, come on. So what's going to happen? I mean, chapter's over, by the way. Chapter 188 ended. No break next week. Let me check. Yeah, no break next week. Thank gosh. Oh, man. Let me put the laptop down, guys. Okay, so Hikari. Is he going to live or is he going to die? This is so up in the air, and it could go so either way. And this is... I got to fix some boxes real fast. And this could go either way, and that's why I love JJK. I could definitely see Hikari. You know, I'm sure we haven't seen everything his domain expansion holds. We could see a thing where he holds it. Maybe he has, like, one jackpot he can instant use, or maybe he has an ability besides the jackpot, or maybe maybe he hits 3 7s. Maybe he doesn't even do any of that. Maybe he just goes, I'm gambling it all on this last pull of the freaking slots. And, you know, with plot armor, with main character magic, he freaking ends up getting the 777. Do I have a problem with that? No, because he's Hikari. And you know me, I love a good little gambler just absolutely coming out on top. But I could also see Hikari getting absolutely bombasted. I could see, like, honestly, if next chapter started with Kashimo going, no you're not, and then just blowing him to bits, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if Hikari's like, I'm putting it all on one last spin of the slots. Spins him and it comes up bad. I mean, then he's dead. Kashimo could end up still beating him even if he does get into his jackpot again. If someone could come in and help. Honestly, I keep thinking I know where this fight's going, but I really don't, everyone. I really don't. But in honor of Hikari, I'm going to place a little wager on this one. We're going to create our own odds. Will Hikari die next chapter? -110 odds is a yes. -110 odds is a no. I'm going to go with no. My official gamble. I'm putting, hold up. I'm putting the Rangers hat on no. That's what I'm putting it on. Also, might I just add, guys, Texas Rangers hat, got a little 10-gallon cap right here. Check out eBay, Tony's Shoe Shop, selling this bad boy for $120. Anyways, shameless plug real fast. Y'all know I gotta support the hustle. Gotta support the hustles any way we can. Hikari would respect that, guys. And this chapter's all about Hikari. Man, if he dies, I almost hope he dies, because if he dies, the inspiration that man will give to me to just gamble my life away and either become rich or lose everything will be through the roof. I'll be at ALNA next week for all you boys that know what ALNA is, for all you Pacific Northwest champs. Let's see, anything else for this? You know, this chapter was it was mostly combat, so not a lot to talk about. Just, you know, reacting to this insane hype fight. Overall, you know, I don't think this is my favorite fight out of all of the Culling games. I think that would definitely be Yuta's. Yuta's was crazy. I was going wild for Yuta's fights. but Hikari's definitely my favorite character. I mean, how could you beat Yuta's fight? It was like, what was it? It was a 5-man free-for-all between 5 special grade fighters. I mean, what? Come on now. Come on now. And now we got Hikari versus a special grade. I'm assuming another special grade, which looking at it is really freaking crazy that he's a special grade and Hikari's keeping up with him. Because, I mean, Hikari's doing very good. Because given, I think about like how any first grade 1 sorcerer would do against, oh, I don't know. I don't want to say Gojo because Gojo's the strongest and we don't really, like, how would any other grade 1 go up against Yuta? They'd be destroyed. How would, I mean, look, Yuji got his freaking crap stomped and Yuta wasn't even really using his abilities. We got freaking, I mean, Geto? Who's beating Geto? No one's beating Geto. Get out of here. None of the grade 1s at least. Hikari's holding his own and we gotta respect him for that. Definitely, I mean, next Satoru Gojo, we gotta analyze that statement real fast because, you know, Gojo did say that. I'll tell you what, pretty much the only reason I think he's going to win is because of that statement. I mean, the next Satoru Gojo is not losing to Kashimo. And if, you know, I like to think Gojo knows what he's talking about, so I like to think Akari's going to come out on top. Might pull out some sort of new technique we don't know about. Yeah, I don't know, guys, but that's, I think that's it for this chapter. 188 was a wild one. That'll be Shao and Spanky. Signing out.